How much leverage do buyers actually have in this market currently? So just starting off, I wanted to mention that I do think over the next 6 months is going to be an incredible time for buyers to purchase a property. It is not all doom and gloom. Yes, we're having a little bit of a downturn, but homes are still selling. They're just taking it a little longer. And many sellers think that it's still 2022 and it's just not in. We're just not there anymore. Why do I think that? Well, the biggest thing, regardless of what the mortgage rate is, regardless of what the home prices are, if you're not in that average where people feel comfortable in regards to making a house payment, I'm calling it $3,300 to $3,800, $3,900 a month. Once you get above that, which we are, it's very hard for the average person to justify coming in and having a $4,800 mortgage payment with 20% down. It's just a lot of stress on your family, a lot of stress on being home poor, and we're at that point right now. Now, the other caution that I see, and it is a problem, is insurance rates. So 2-3 years ago, insurance rates for the year, let's call it $2,500, $2,600, $2,700 a month or a year. Now we're at the point where it's $3,500 to $4,500 a year. And in many cases, depending on where you live in these two cities, it could be more than that. So even if rates drop a point, but the insurance costs rise another $1,000, $1,500 a year, that's sort of going to mitigate the, oh my God, rates are at 6% or 5.5%. There's really not going to be any change in your monthly payment. So just be aware of that moving forward. Nevertheless, for the actual housing market in a buyer's position from, let's just call it September to January, I think there's going to be some really good opportunities. And I'm going to go in and explain what I would do as a buyer right now, and then go into the data to show you, let's just say you're looking for a home right now. These are numbers that have come out the last 2 weeks. So it'll really give you a good base case in regards to, well, if I'm looking at a $750,000 home, what should I be looking for in regards to days on market? How much I should offer? What is the average price that these homes are dropping in both of these cities? All of this information is going to be very important for you to understand moving forward so you don't overpay for a home. Okay, guys, so over the last month, here are the numbers, and this is a very important part of the video. The active listing price in Murrieta is $712,000, but the homes that are going pending are pending at $682,000. Now, remember, guys, these are homes under $900,000, and if you have the home with the pool and the solar paid off and it's upgraded, and it's priced decently, you're probably going to get very close to the list price. These numbers are dropping probably on the homes that are just way out of left field, and they're dropping, and they're on the market for 50, 60, 70 days. Nobody wants the home. And the sellers get fed up and finally just get an offer, which is where you come in at this point as a buyer, where you come in, throw 3 or 4 offers on homes that you like and lowball it by $20,000. What's the worst they're going to say is no. And more often than not, in a market like this, when a seller is frustrated and not getting showings, they're going to at least give you a counter, at least consider your offer without just no, get out of my inbox, I don't want your offer. Okay, so the average days in Murrieta on the market are 51 days, and the average pending homes are 38 days. That tells you something. 38 is still way higher than it's been in a long time. But 50 days on the market, as opposed to pendings at 38, the pendings are either A, pricing their home accordingly, or dropping it very quickly once they realize they're not going to get the price that they listed it at. Okay, so now Temecula, obviously it's a little more expensive than Murrieta. The average home price that's listed in Temecula right now is $754,016. It's around $42,000 on average more than the average home in Murrieta. Temecula homes are they're slashing their prices on active listings by around $16,500, which is about 2.07% off the original list price. Yes, Temecula has slashed prices on average a little more than Temecula or Murrieta at $16,000, a little over $16,000, which stands to reason because the home prices are more, but they are staying on the market longer. The days on the market in Temecula are actually longer than Murrieta. It's around 47, 48 days in Temecula. Okay, and finally, guys, just a strategy, what I would do. I'm not saying that this is what you have to do. I mentioned it a little bit at the beginning of the video. Find 4, 5, 6 homes that you really like. Make sure they're not what I consider homes that are going to sell fairly quickly. The pool homes, the paid solar, the really nice lots, the view homes. If you're going for those type of homes, if they have all of those attributes, you're probably not going to get an opportunity to, put in an offer that's $20,000, $30,000 less. It's going to sell. But what I would do is, if you're okay with that middle of the road home in Temecula, let's just say it's $750,000, $740,000, in Murrieta, $690,000, $700,000. Find 5 homes that you are okay with and you're in that area and throw offers in. Well, first of all, find the homes that are over 50 days on the market. Put offers in on those homes that are $30,000 to $40,000 below what it's listed at and see what happens. My gut feeling is one of those sellers is going to accept your offer. Might counter, might be $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 more, but that is how I would navigate in this market if I was a buyer right now. Okay, and in closing, if you want to talk about strategy, what you want in a home, where in Temecula or Murrieta to buy a home, school districts, anything that you need in regards to information on these cities, you can either go to exploringtemecula.com. I've got so many blog posts. You can go to Exploring Murrieta, Temecula and Murrieta on YouTube. I have over 600, 700 videos on both of these cities. You'll learn anything that you want to know. Or you can just call me and I would be happy to do a consultation with you and walk you through the steps in regards to what you should do moving forward. But thank you very much for watching the video, and until next time, from Exploring Temecula and Murrieta.